Good morning, YouTube. Today is Saturday the 3rd. It's about 10 o'clock this morning. Getting a little late start, had a nice breakfast there, and just going to come out here and talk a little bit about my wood boiler. It's a classic central boiler. It's the CL5648. And I wanted to go over some of the specs it says here. The water capacity, 385 gallons. The dry weight of this is 2360, and it's ran off of 115 volt wiring for the pumps and control circuits. And go ahead and do a walk around here of it. There's a heavy cast iron door, insulated. It's got your water level here. You can check it every couple days or so. It says to check daily, but kind of redundant. Right here, I don't know if you can see it or not too well. It's got your thermostat controls. Right now I have it set on 185 degrees. It must have just shut off because it's climbing up to about 188 right now. It's got an outside light switch up there. And here's your access door. It shows you some instructions on how to set up your heat exchanger for your forced air system or your water tank. And this is the configuration I went with. I got the 007 pump by, I believe it's TACO, T-A-C-O. I went ahead with 3/4 inch regular PEX piping. Now whenever I pulled the PEX piping through, I went ahead and bought some of this insulating pipe insulation. And what I did with it was put it on each piece of pipe, and I ran all the pipes and my power together. And then I taped every so many feet with electrical tape just to keep it nice and stabilized coming through the pipe, kept it all together. But I pulled it through from the house to the boiler. It's about 100, 105, 110 feet away, I believe. And that's all insulated inside a 4-inch conduit. I didn't go ahead and I didn't get the manufactured flexible insulated pipe just due to cost. It's very expensive stuff. However, you'd probably get better results from it. But I know with a infrared thermal gun, I get about a 5 to 6 degree temperature drop on the loop. Sorry about the angle there. Really bright out today, nice day. But yeah, I get about a 5 to 6 degree drop from the supply to the return here at the wood boiler. And you can feel the difference on the pipes. But it's not a significant difference. Yeah, it's got a receptacle plug-in up here. I actually have the heat lamp from my chicken coop plugged into it beside it, so that's handy. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up here for you. And I loaded it last night around 7 o'clock, and it got down in the 20s here last night. And I'll show you what the inside looks like this morning. As you can see, it didn't burn a lot of wood. Got a lot of nice ashes down there. Right now it's just smoldering. This here is the damper valve for it. When the water needs heated up, calls for heat, it opens that damper door and allows the draft to start to heat up the water. And as it reaches, like I said, mine's set to 185. The water hits 185, it'll shut it off, and then it'll still climb a couple degrees, and then it'll start slowing down until it gets to about 175, and that damper valve will open back up, and it's just a continuous cycle. But also today I wanted to do a little review on some of the stuff I can burn. I got a comment that asked if I've ever burnt wood chips in it, and I haven't, so I'm going to do that this morning. Okay, so I went ahead and put about 10 pounds of wood chips in the boiler. I'll go ahead and show you that. And it's actually starting to burn already back there, but I'm going to shut it down here and come back in a few hours and see how it looks. We'll see if the wood chips are worth burning or not, which I have an idea that they're going to dry out and burn just fine. But stick around, guys, and give you one last view of the wood boiler here. As you can see, it barely smoking with those wood chips in there. Once you get the fire nice and hot, it actually burns pretty clean. And like I said, you can throw, I burn some really punky stuff sometimes just to try to clean up the property. If you got a hot bed of ashes in there, it'll dry it out nice and it'll actually burn up as well. I burn all types of stumps, really anything I can fit through that door, which is a pretty big door. It burns and burns up well. So I'll come back in a few hours and show you what those wood chips look like. All right, thanks. All right, guys, I'm back at the boiler here about 2 hours later, and I wanted to show you the results of the wood chips I thrown in there earlier. So pretty much all have burned up really well. So I think it's safe to say that if you got a decent coal bed in there, you can throw some wood chips on and they'll burn fine. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, y'all take care.